One Belt, One Road quarterfinal number 3. It's 1-0 versus Moon time. The Chinese, as I said, 15 minutes early, so we have to rush a little. It's Newbie's Necromancer, the second best undead in the world, stepping in the ring against the living legend, the 5th race Moon. Korea versus China. It is here live from Taiwan. It's so crazy. These guys are so good in their respective matchups. It's 73% for Moon versus Undead and 65% for 1-2-0 against Undead. This is probably the best of the best in this very matchup. And we go on to map number 1. This is Northern Isles. And we are live in-game once again. There we go. Well, wait a second. Where's my game screen? There we go. So we have 1-2-0 in the red. We have Moon in the blue. And a little bit of a harass from 1-2-0 right away. We have almost no experience. One Wisp got killed in this entire process. But he cancelled the creeping. Wherever Moon was creeping first, it didn't work. Now, going to the Ogre Warrior. The ghouls are creeping at the same time while 1-2-0 is on the way to tier 2. So, last tournament PPL, we had the first newbie champion. Can 1-2-0 repeat this? Is the question. Things are... well, we're starting a little hectic, but now we get in game and now we got some action. 4 archers already. DK in a surround with Entangle. Moon decides to go not for Treants, but yeah, expecting an harass and picks the counter build. That's the second last one. DK took quite some hits, but groups are coming in for help, at least one. And very low experience on both sides so far. Graveyard is in time, no second crypt. This is a normal, not Tet Fiend build, but Ghoul into Fiend build. And Moon is really going heavy on these archers. There we go. Finally some experience, and these claws will help against ghouls. Moon not going for Hunter's Hall. There we go. Alright. So it's not the mass air build with Keeper and Alchemist. That thing is a little outdated. Big creep here, by the way, by 1-2-0. I think he stole one. Has more coils to work with. Entangle on this ghoul. Forces a coil maybe that could not be used for the steal then. Okay, he sacrificed it. Wants to prevent level 2 if possible. He's close to the 100 damage threshold. Needs 2 attacks though. Not gonna be easy. And he wiggles out of that surround. Oh, but with Entangle, with his Engine of War, all of a sudden the DK is in trouble, but the hitbox is so small that he's just squishing through this. Nice Shadow Melt by Moon. This is some high-class Warcraft right away at this early hour. These skirmishes alone
the player's forces are under attack.
Show us where this is going. Best of 3, of course. Happy and Fly are already in the semifinals, where the money is getting closer. Top 3 get rewarded here in the One Belt, One Road tournament. 1-2-0 continues to creep with ghouls only. It's doable against the Tuskas, but you gotta be careful with that. So the DK comes in. We'll get his level 2, so I guess both heroes are settled. Thank you, Legicure for the tier 1 sub. Scroll of the Beast. And the Alchemist second. Moon going old school with the heroes, going new school with the units. Or, of course, Dryad is not really new school, but you know, for a time there was this mass air build for Night Elves, and yeah, not happening anymore. Expansion time. But that tier 1 cost him a lot.
A player's forces are under attack.
Legic Warner. Okay. So, DK rises up to close to level 2. Night Elf has map control in the early stages due to Entangle and Acid Bomb. You don't want to lose too many units, you don't want to lose the TP. Lich is coming out with Nova first. Fiend is waiting in the main for maybe another run of Necromancy, but he's got no backpack. Maybe just to keep him safe, or to keep it safe from Entangle, to not lose it immediately. Skeletons know exactly what's up, so 1-2-0. Creep or expansion kill. Looks like an expansion kill. Is he in time though? Lich, 3 ghouls, 2 skeletons, instant expansion. Expansion kill, I mean. He might lose a couple of units here thanks to the acid bomb. You see it ticks down on everything. 2 ghouls dead, gets an archer in return. Well, that's a level 2 for the alchemist. I wonder, rage or not? Yep, chemical rage it is. Once again, entangle on this DK. He didn't get a consumable to break out of that entangle. No health potion, no invo potion. Statue parked in the main as well. He really wants to keep his tier 2, tier 3 units safe. And only using the disposable ghouls, which I like. Moon, not going tier 3. It's only dryads. Second try though. That costs some resources, but especially time. Time you don't want to give into the hands of 1-0.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
Book of the Dead used immediately for the creep. So he owns the middle, he gets the flute, extra upgrade for free. And 1-0, what's your plan? He arrived on tier 3 using the Nova to kill the Tuska. Close to level 3. Needs one more creep. Moon might get the scraps, but the ogre goes to 1-0. Talisman of Evasion. No, not stolen? Did he get it? Yes, he got it. Big camp for 1-0 right here. Pretty much dodging this entire creep jack. And gets another kill with a coil. Whoa, 1-0 seems on fire. Using a Nova, getting another kill. These archers are not living a long life right there. But it's a good distraction. 60% of the expansion is done. Long range coil gets another kill. Wow. Impressive. Impressive fight for 1-0. Still no tier 3. Moon again with his patented mass dryad build. Trying to steal some stuff. Marketplace. What does he have? What does it have to offer? Whoa. Claws, big mana, and Scourge Bone Chimes could be very helpful. We have the first destroyer out to have Dispel against Entangle and Treants. And now the push is coming. The necessary levels are here. 4 fiends, a statue on the ground as well. Expo just arrived. Is this on purpose? Then that's perfect. He didn't want to give Moon the chance to cancel it again. The Korean is quite far away. 50 supply, 0-0 upgrades, 0-0 on the fiends as well. Any transition? Yes, abominations early. It feels like 1-0 is always one step ahead. So far. But let's see how long. Moon gets into position for this fight, trying to snipe the statues maybe? But the volleys of the fiends are big. If he gets all that damage on one target, it takes 2 volleys to take out the Dryad. And they are pretty good experience, I might say. 2 coils remaining. 1 fiend down. Second one attacked by the creeps. This time the creep check is working a lot better for Moon. Killing yet another fiend, and the fiend is in trouble as well. Abomination arrives, but not spreading the disease just yet. 53 supply by Moon, finding a great timing to break the upkeep, and all of a sudden 1-0's army is abysmal. Down to 1 fiend, 1 statue, 1 abomination. And Moon's expo is running. A misstep just once. It was a brave move to start this camp. It was ambitious and it got punished right away. No TP. Too confident in the fiends. And now it's time to dive the base. Town portal home. Can that help? 4 and 3. Huge levels on Moon all of a sudden. No nuke possible. Saving the ghoul in the end. 36 supply. On top of an expansion though. The destroyer is gone as well. There was 5 supply alone. He's back to 2 statues. This abomination transition. Okay, he got 1 with a disease cloud. That's nice. Defense upgrades coming. Love that. Moon again. It seems like ahead of the curve in meta. Not going for... Oh, he has the attack upgrade already. Never mind. All good. I thought he goes defense upgrades first to weaken the volleys, but nope. Heal scroll in the potion on Moon's side. He went for a very early heal scroll already in that game. Maybe that helps. It will definitely help against the Disease Cloud. How much can he spread? Here comes the coil, saves that fiend. He needs the damage output desperately. The Nerubian Web Spinner for the second time is stabbing 120 in the back, and this is level 4 for the Alchemist, killing another fiend. Moon, great micro, saving Dryads everywhere as it seems. And there's no fatal damage. Moon is hunting him down. And the Destroyer being ensnared. Wait, webbed? He's webbed by the Nerubian. Oh my god. How unfortunate. The Abomination goes down. He's trying to get a hero kill. Invo Potion. Moon still at 61 supply. 1-0. Of course, the expansion is up. You never want to tap out of a game when you have 4-3 heroes and an expansion. But the Destroyer, you can't calculate that into his supply. He's out of the fight for sure. Missteps. And loses the Destroyer once again. Second one. And for the second time, 1-0 is down to an Abomination and a statue. Thank you, Duro, and welcome back. I hear your lovely voice again. Twitch Unity. So the Expo is up, but he definitely needs Acolytes as well. And he needs an army. And he needs items. 1-0 needs help. Moon licking his wounds from the Disease Cloud. Of course, he can replace Dryads early.
Are under attack.
This is looking fantastic so far.
Under siege.
He burned through the invul, still got the heal scroll. Treants are harassing. Does he have a Destroyer again? Doesn't seem like it. Invul Potion on the Death Knight to prevent the next hero focus. Later today, we will see Foggy and Night End, the two Europeans. The battle. 1-0 lost a little track of Moon. There is a heal scroll remaining, but shop control on 1-0's side for the invul. He wants levels desperately. Even higher levels. Wind of Illusion. That won't help in the next fight. Acolytes are making a transition over, but sniped right away.
The player's forces are under attack.
2 Dryads about to fall. That is big experience. No counter pressure. Moon is just trying to break this, and what a timing he has. Cancels the Nerubian. Another Abomination coming. Instantly sniped. This looks desperate. This looks very, very desperate. He can't get the kills. Heal scroll. Oh my god, the value of that item right now. Saving 3 Dryads at the same time. He's just sending his reinforcements into death. And he can't coil everywhere. He needs a fan of coils to save his fiends. One is falling after the other. But in the front, the Abominations are falling. Nova doesn't... like, the Alchemist doesn't care one bit about this one. A lot of stuff is locked in production. Nova doesn't really have targets except the heroes. And now, whoa, acid bomb on that Lich. Invo Potion transferred last second. Does he have a coil? Yes, so the Lich is back. The most important part of the undead army. Another destroy. That's the 3rd one in this game. Just sacrificed. Focus maybe. Okay, Alchemist is out. Almost no mana anymore, but soon. Needs the skeleton to eat, and then he has Coil Nova. Uh-oh, Entangle though. He's trying to nuke. He's trying to get out. No TP, no potion. Can't walk it off. DK falls, but forces the TP out. Again, 1-0 on 35 supply. He's not giving this up. Refusing to give Moon that game. And he got level 4 on the Lich, and he got level 4.5. But on the other side, we are close to 5-5. Is there anything he can do? Zeppelin or Zappers. This expansion, it barely paid off. If you include all the Acolytes, it never ever paid off. And Moon is pushing it again. 180-degree concave. Haunted Goldmine down. And that's level 5 for the Alchemist. Double health potion against the nuke. Claw plus 9 though. No one got the red spot yet. Moon is in full control, of course, but one Coil Nova can change the outcome of the game. And I hear that my voice is fucked up, but yeah, sorry, gotta power through this now. Okay, red spot time. Should be equally easy to creep with the minus armor. Katga's Pipe of Insight. The one item that maybe gets him back into the game.
A town is under siege.
Increased mana regen means more spells, means more nuke, means more potential for hero focus. This is exactly what 1-0 needs. No tier 3 transition, only Dryad's Moon continues his style. Not going into upgrades as well. 50 supply for 1-0. He is 30 supply down. Three abominations. No meat wagon, no big transition into anything. It's one fiend only. The damage is pretty much only coming from the Lich. Very hard to focus now as well. The reduced number of fiends, of course, weakens the hero focus as well. Let's do this. Push number 2. Oh, but he has to turn around. Destroyer again. This is not the best position for him. There's not much trees. And Moon is catching the reinforcements again, as it seems. Positioning himself between base and enemy. Or enemy's base and enemy. Be precise. Good dispel. Level 5. The Dryads are everywhere. Can he surround the entire army? It definitely looks like it. The Fiend is pretty much falling in seconds. Nuke on the Keeper, but there's an invul. Alchemist has 2 heal potions, should be safe as well. Is this the last fight for 1-0? He has a TP, he can get out. Heal spray is so good right now. There's just not enough damage. The heal spray counters the disease cloud. The heroes are safe with their items. And yeah, he can't coil enough. The damage is too high. Everything's healthy. There's no way to break this expansion. No way. And Moon is expanding in the upper left again. He's killing a couple of Dryads, and especially the Lich is looking very good with the second claw. With the second claw plus 9, but... I can't see this, man. The statues are gone. Destroyer... Oh my god, he's walking into an 80 supply army of Dryads. And the coil arrives too late. That reduces the nuke again. That kills the A-bomb again as well. That was the last bit of heal spray, though. Can the Lich be the carry? No, gotta TP out. There's too much entangle and no items. Whew. Abomination survives on 2 HP. How Moon is able to save these Dryads constantly is goddamn impressive. Always some sort of healing. Always retreating, and now even time for the tier 3. 1-0 is once again down to 35. Still 2 abominations, okay. But no destroyer. Nothing. Not going into rage late game. Was so smart. And now 2 bases up. No counter expansion. This must be an all-in. But how? With this? He has a mana potion. Okay. But he's not even at 50 again. Wants to get the invul, of course. Ooh, it's just so dominant. Enough energy and another has a claw plus 12 in the marketplace.
A player's forces are under attack.
At least he can prevent this from mining. But he'll scroll again. Doesn't even need that by now. He has a second one on the keeper. This is the last fight before 1-0 calls it quits.
A player's forces are under attack.
No fiends. Nothing. No wagons. He could maybe go one wagon and then try to kite. But the Dryads are so fast that it's really, really hard. Hero focus attempt at least a little, but he's surrounded everywhere. Moon is everywhere. 1-0 is pretty much nowhere. The abominations are not doing anything. The healing is superior. We get level 5 Lich, okay. Nova hurts a little, but we have Tranquility and no disable. That's it. GG. Moon winning game number 1 in an impressive fashion. That was not the greatest early game. Not the most impressive early game that I've seen so far. Whew. The next game is up in 3 minutes as we have to rely on watch. But yeah, one mistake by 1-0. It was really the creep jack that did it, right? The creep jack in the bottom right. That was it. 1-0 was in full control. Moon had pretty much no early game. And then he lost 3 Dryads. And that's pretty much it. Whew, that was a stressful morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just got out of the shower, started the PC, and saw, oh boy, these guys are a little ahead of the schedule. For the next game, Foggy versus 1-0, we will of course be there in time. 1-0 for the Korean could be the first Night Elf in the semifinals. We have an Orc, we have an Undead, 1 Chinese, 1 Russian. Could be the first Korean as well. But of course, we all hope for 1-0 to slap back to equalize this as we go on to Concealed Hill in a minute. Once the protection wears off. How are you guys doing? All good this early hour? Did you party through the night? Did you go to bed early? Thank you, Nukin, for the 100 bits. Polish my nuts and serve me a milkshake. Becomes your signature, huh? I like that. Slept like a baby. That's good to hear, Samurai Grande. Back to Whiskey Craft, Robert. Come on. Thank you, Thalo, for the Prime sub. 5 months. This is being paid with Letot's money that he's sure to punt at the upcoming Run It Up Reno. What? This is being paid with Letot's money that he's sure to punt at upcoming Run It Up Reno. Lol, Letot. I have no idea what that means. But maybe that's some poker slang shit. I don't know. Doesn't matter. We thank you anyway. And this is map number 2, Concealed Hill. Once again, a Clash of Generations. Ah, it's a poker event. Ah, I see. Good luck there, mate. So, Clash of Generations. Moon, one of the oldest players in the grid, against one of the youngest players in the grid. So let's go, without further ado. Match points for Moon. This is all best of 3. Fly is waiting in the semis. Happy is waiting in the semis. Now we have a Ted Fiend build order. On Northern Isles, 1-0 tried it with ghouls. That worked. He lost a couple of them. But that was okay. He got stuff done. He prevented creeping. He killed the expansion ones. That's all that ghouls are there for. Maybe in the first big
Players'
fight, but
forces
that's
are
about
under
it.
attack.
So we have a Keeper of the Grove once more. Moon still on the Keeper train, not going into Demon Hunters like many others. On Concealed Hill, this map is a lot bigger, so I wonder if he's as aggressive as he was. Probably not, and no. Starts to creep. Moon is rushing over instead. This time he goes for Treants, so everything is a little different here on this.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Treant Terrace costs a little mining time already. Of course, against only Treants, there's no way to lose an Acolyte if they're in the hands of 1-2-0. It feels like we see the real 1-2-0 here today. No fooling around, no mass ghouls, no shenanigans. A little too brave though. Maybe he has to step it down a notch. And that's about it. Good thing here is we have fountains, of course, so the Keeper can heal. Thank you, Martin Blues 1 for the sub. But the middle will most likely go to Moon. Could be punishable for 1-0 if he builds a nice army, and he's so good at last hits and steals that it wouldn't surprise me if he steals the big Overlord. Double Ziggurat during tech to be able to build more Fiends. Pretty greedy tech, though.
A player's forces are
A
under
little ahead of the Night Elf. More creeping with Treants, nice mantle, nice ring of protection. So nuke is gonna be a little harder than before.
A town is under siege.
Pretty excited for Foggy, by the way. Haven't seen him in over a month. So I hope he prepared well. Ziggurat finish in time, but this is pretty much 1-0 down to only his DK.
Forces are under attack.
Very greedy opening, not a single Fiend. Getting closer to level 3 already. Unpunished shot creep. 1-0 saw this, right? There was a skeleton here with the army. Yeah, he's too late. Can't steal anything. Maybe a Treant, but that's not worth it. Nice block by Moon. So at least he gets the Trapper. If I saw this correctly. That's about it. Hunter Saw coming a little late, actually. But should be fine if he goes for an Alchemist. And then maybe even tier 3. But both prevented level 3. That's pretty normal on Concealed, I would say. No set in stone level 3 creep route that's easily doable, like on TS, for example.
A player's forces
Tech,
are under
or Lich into Tech into Slaughterhouse, so the normal stuff.
under siege.
But very low on Fiends. He's still not building them. He's skipping tier 1 and tier 1.5 units against Mass Dryads? Okay, he got 5 ghouls. We can use 2
Forces are under
at this
attack.
disposal. It's
Town
double
is under
Slaughterhouse.
siege.
Alright. Is it the Night End build with like mass abomination? I wasn't too impressed when I saw it in the hands of Night End, to be honest. But okay, maybe it's Meat Wagons this time. With a double Slaughterhouse, that should go well. Second Archer kill, we got level 3. But Moon, being a little late on the Hunter's
Player's
Hall, is
forces
having
are under attack.
no Dryads yet. This will still take some time. Lich is out. And yeah. Abominations should be coming soon with Disease Cloud. Interesting approached by 120. Thank you, Finn591, for the 213 sub. Keep it up. Blue sky in Hamburg today. Nice that you're inside and casting this tournament. My pleasure, man. I will go outside later, don't worry. So Dryad production starts. 120 still waiting for his big upgrades to come. He invested a lot into tech, he invested a lot into production.
Are under attack.
So this has to pay off first before he can start a fight. Again, the crystal ball for Moon. Not that he really needs it. Okay, it's Q. Destroyer upgrade against the Entangle, of course. And the first abomination is Q. Lich needs some time and levels, but Moon needs the same, pretty much, for this expansion to pay off. Mass Dryads won't work without an expansion. He trapped the Ogre Lord here, keeps him trapped very fast. 120 is not even remotely close to punishing this. So the biggest item on the map goes to the hands of the 5th race, and that's the Ancient Django. Movement speed plus Dryads. We love that. Nice scout by Moon. Big healing. 120 is not super lucky with his items today. I mean, okay, he got the Cactus Pipe and 2 claws. That's not complaining. Expo for Moon is up. Is 120 ready? 2 ghouls, 3 statues. No Disease Cloud. He's skipping Disease Cloud. Quite hard, actually. But he's at 50 now. Should queue it soon. He's down on Lumber. Lich has Orb. Picks up the remainders of this Creek spot. But Moon gets the second red spot item. And I guess that's more important. 3-2. Okay. Expo up. Very good. Again, down in tech. But upgrades are coming fast. Moon is just playing the cookie cutter build. That, like, his cookie cutter build. Not too many other players can do it. Maybe no one.
Is under siege.
But for him, it's the best he can get. 53 supply. Breaking upkeep immediately. Level 4, the Keeper of the Grove. The push comes with 1 abomination and 2 ghouls. The Entangled is a guaranteed cancel. This tree, I doubt he has the damage. Production stops at 50. Can't even go up to 60. Time portal comes in. The A-bomb doesn't seem to be in the group. But okay, we get the fight. Keeper might be a little far forward. Catches the Coil Nova. Immediately no TP anymore. There is a big heal potion. He uses that. 1 abomination falls because the Coil was used in the Keeper. Nutrients coming in. Destroyer is pretty safe for now, but the Concave is getting better against this air unit. Coil again. Won't be used for the nuke as he's forced to use it defensively. A-bombs are starting to fall again. Oh, this is not looking good for 120 if you ask me. Lich can't get the kills. Dryads are chasing down the Destroyer. This time the Micro is a little better, but he can set the statues now, who are not healing at the moment, attacking the tree. No level 2 Nova. And this Alchemist is just way too tanky. Or is he? Against spells? He's not that great. Keeper needs the staff or something. He doesn't have that. No consumables at all. Lich eats the coil to stay alive. Nova onto the workers. Next coil. Is the damage enough? Acid bomb maybe to help things out. Lich dies during the TP. Oh, one could see that coming from a mile away. There was constant focus. Maybe swap the TP and let the tankier DK. Moon holds. And it looks like a 203. Red spots on Concealed Hill go to the Night Elf. All 3 of them. Dude of accuracy again. And the problem again in Happy's army is damage. Destroyers don't attack Dryads. Abominations, they didn't have Disease Cloud. It was 2 of them. They don't hurt too much. And yeah, no wagons, no fiends. Same problem as Romantic had yesterday. Where is the damage?
A player's forces are under attack.
Its levels are crazy. 4.5 and 4. Everything's protected. More dryads. They are 1-1, right? 2-1 already. Plus the flute. Did I say happy? 1-0, sorry. Really see how he wants to come back from this. He's not even getting this wisp with his long range coil. He's desperate for level 3. Now it's meat wagon time. Finally some increased damage. But again, no TP, only one invul, one heal scroll, no staff on Moon's side. This is a little risky. Oh, the meat wagon though. The meat wagon! You need it! You need it so bad. And it's gone. And the statue as well. Wow. Moon is just jumping on top of everything. 1-0 needs a Hail Mary. 60 supply, 20 supply down. And these abominations, they look like paper, made of paper. Alchemist has no potions though. Now swapped over with the heal scroll. Healthy again. Entangle's helping so much. This is not working. It was the last coil already. Crazy. Finally the Destroyer survives the fight. But the rally points are wrong. This tournament will not be won by a newbie player. Lynn's not here. Lawliot not here. And 1-0 about to be eliminated. Or is he? Yeah. He is. Leaves the game. GG. Moon walk in the park, especially on game 2. This looked like game 1 broke him. This looked like the one creep jack broke him in half. And since then, it wasn't the real 1-0 anymore. Interesting strategy. Didn't work though. And Moon 2-0s him pretty easily. The fights didn't work. He didn't have the necessary time to get the wagons up. He was put under pressure because of the expansion. Moon had a nice awareness of what's going on. Perfect situation, like perfect reaction to every movement of 1-0. Found the time to creep the middle, found the time to creep the red left, found the time to creep the red on the right. And then you have a big experience lead. You don't lose any dryads if you have the micro like Moon. And without fiends, you let the Night Elf come to an army of 50 dryads. And that's then too much. Thank you, Kafka Time, for the 213 sub. GG's! Thanks for helping me rediscover my love of the game. That's pretty beautiful, man. You all, stay tuned. We have one more game here at the One Belt, One Road quarterfinal, and that is 2 Europeans. Foggy versus Night End, Night Elf versus Undead once more. Who will advance? Will it be the second Undead next to Happy or the second Night Elf next to Moon? Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.